Hey, folks, Quillikin here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. It is our RimMart campaign, and we're cruising towards, well, at the very least, our first sale. I have to decide if I'm going to continue the Arconex's run. I think if we did, we'd want to make our bases somewhat less complex as we go forward. But we would be able to bring forward 5 really skilled people into our new base, wherever that was. We also might like a little bit more mining. Maybe we think of them less as, I don't know, because I would want to accelerate it, right? And you can speed run the Arconexus stuff quite rapidly. You can just churn out a bunch of wealth in a simple way that doesn't need a lot of skills, that doesn't need a bunch of research and complicated little production chains and, you know, the various loots and things that might, like materials that might be hard to get. If we just settle in the wooden area, make a bunch of stuff out of wood to raise wealth, we can cycle through it pretty fast. Is that on brand for what we're looking to do, though? I don't know. I keep wondering where we're going to put the finale of this thing. Certainly for this base, I do want to have this hospital finished, because I feel like that will look quite nice and spiffy. Ooh. This is getting awfully full. We don't have any meat right now for the meat freezer, but that's okay. I mean, we do eat a lot of food. We've got enough people here that there's a fair amount of turnover on the food side. Now, I've got this forbidden. I've got this forbidden because I actually just want some metal to be built over here, please. And I have the machining table turned off. So currently the only functional source of metal is this one. But if we can get the other bit wired up, then hopefully that'll be set up relatively soon. We are sending some metal towards making our clean sweeps. But actually not that much. There you go. Buying weapons. Okay, they are buying weapons. Hey! That's nice. Ooh, now we're being raided. Okay, prepare for a while, then attack. Okay, primitives, although they can set a lot of things on fire. Let's make sure everyone is restricted to the walled area. And then on top of that, we're going to go and send people mortar. Just looking at their shooting skills. We got a lot of people in the 8s. Go 13. Well, there's currently injured. You got passion for it, you're bad. There we go. Let's get you set up on that, please. There we go. They're in their setup place. It's only the one group, right? Yep, okay. Boom. Oh, we've already hit. That shot we just saw was a pretty bad whiff. But this hit well. I mean, these guys aren't armored, right? So they go down quick. Oh, let's go ahead and send everyone onto their combat. That's interesting. Why didn't it send you to soldier? I guess because on this tab you hadn't been set up for the soldier one yet. That makes sense. Duh. Clipping them a little. Another clean sweep. Wow. 218 silver for this backpack. Okay. They're starting their attack, so we're probably not going to be able to shoot them anymore. Meleeer, we're going to move you this way. And yeah, the trainees will get involved in all this. Oh, yes, recruit. Send you up over here. We may have to tell people to go indoors, especially the little cleaning bots, but let's wait a tick. Okay, let's do it now. Oh, right, and then you... oh, you're still gestating, but still. Do that. Send everyone to indoors, mostly to keep them out of the kill box. And yeah, a bunch of these will go down to the traps, because with no armor, the wooden traps do hurt. There's going to be... very few of these still have to be killed before they decide to break and run away here. They are going to use this for cover, which Security Chief doesn't have cover, so maybe I'll pull you back. There you go, they're fleeing already. There's a collective flee. So, let's capture some down pawns. I don't think I have to chase these guys. I can just go and drop them. Let's limit everyone to walled for a tiny bit longer. Are they changing out of their clothes here? Oh, that's weird, but okay. You're hauling the dead bodies. Okay, reserved, reserved. Unwaveringly loyal. You know what? We'll just strip and then finish you off here. We don't need more organ collection. I mean, it would add to our wealth and let us sell, but I don't think we're going to have any problem hitting that. Especially if we decide to go full arts. Yeah, some of the metal was being used to finish this. I can't remember if these... yeah, we need a little bit of steel for the sterile tiles, too. Not much, but some. Right, and we still have the wall restrictions. Oh. Oh, hello. Hold on. I didn't realize there were still some people out there. Oh. They're not... Some of them are going to die. You died over here. All right, let's take a look at you. You've got a hook hand and a scar. Slob? Psychopath works fine for us. Do we want a slob? Also, your skills aren't terribly impressive. You know what? I don't even care to harvest your stuff anymore. I'm just going to go and release you. Done. The harvested stuff is just occupying space on our shelves that is never being used for anything. It would make sense if we could sell your organs to caravans, but no. Oh, we still have some visitors who are being chatted up. That's good. We need more visitors, please. Chopping up some bodies, giving us some meat again. Oh, it's nice that it fell into this place. There wasn't any room to play. I wonder if I'll stack that. Yeah, it stacked a little bit more meat in that spot. That is very convenient. But yeah, we still need things being made. But yeah, mining is happening. Let's say I take... so Habilis is a constructor, for example. I'm going to tell you... What do you mean missing? Someone must have grabbed that steel already for something else. Dang. Might be another batch. Yeah, there we go. There's another batch of metal coming in. Good. I just want this to be rehooked up so we get more mining. Oh, let me unforbid everything here. I'm sure most of this is going to get destroyed, but some of it might make it onto our shelves. There you go, Habilis. Thank you very much. I might have to do another manual force over here, but now that these are supplied, people will go and finish the rest. There you go. You work on that, please. That should do the job. Plenty of meat out if we want it. Charm going on. This is starting to come together. Not quite enclosed because we still have that forbidden. Yeah, you're gonna need the power still. And we've got the door there, which I'll use up steel. But as soon as this is up, and yeah, now this will be a priority finish because it is mostly done. There you go. That's back up. Okay, so now we can mine at double speed, which is great. Let me unforbid this because we're gonna want this room enclosed as soon as we can. We still have some silver. Excellent. I don't know if we have enough to finish the room, but we'll be able to do most of it. A solar flare, that's actually incredibly frustrating. Randall, why? And yeah, we didn't end up successfully grabbing any of the prisoners. Well, we grabbed 2 over here and 1 died, and then the other we just released, which I'm totally fine with. You know, I lowered our people's hauling because... in theory, we'll be getting another lifter soon. But I might bring it back up since there's all this stuff over here, just as a group. Again, that hauling of 2 doesn't replace their primary task, because their primary task is already on 2, but it'll come in ahead of their tertiary, or secondary, rather. Secondary. I was thinking tertiary because they're level 3, they're priority 3 tasks. Which I suppose is true. I mean, we have some 1s, but... The stuff I think of like as construction as someone's primary role, I do put on 2. That's interesting with product tester. We want to optimize around, you know what? I don't think I care that much. Although you are, oops, you are a very good crafter. You could make something absolutely sick. But we're not gonna have the material anyway, so no, it's fine. Whatever you make, you make. Hopefully it's like a flax vest or something, but it's not a big deal. Or if we could do a Devil Strand duster, that would be okay. I suppose this is still on. Or we could start on marine armor. We got a gift. Stuff we don't care about, but we did get an alliance there, which we did need. please keep working on all this. Thank you. And yeah, hopefully mining is happening very quickly. Major miner is here. No one's out here right now, but we do have enough people with mining set to a 2. Senior Chief Cook actually has the best mining skill out of the group, but it's been downgraded to a 3, which I think is fine. I think it's fine. Other people are still going to catch up. It's going to be okay. Yes, even with the increased hauling. Although, is it just that it's full? Is there nowhere to put this stuff? No storage space. Okay, well, what we're going to do is finish up this area and then select you guys and link you. There we go. To our general storage rules, please. I do like awesome construction quests a lot. Components plasteel, catific armor gold, archive capsules where we're not really doing. I think I'm going to accept to the first one. That is a big construction project. No doubt about that. It's going to take a ridiculous amount of blocks. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to create some blocks ahead of time. Now, probably just limestone, because yeah, there's still lots of limestone. So what I'm going to do is change this up. I'm going to change the... Maybe I won't change this. What I'll do is I'll say, hey, do X times. We're going to ask for a couple of thousand... you know what? Maybe what I'll do is I'll ask for 1,000 each. What I want to do is pre-create a bunch of blocks. Wait a little bit before I accept. Because sometimes we've timed out on those jobs, and that's really annoying. There you go. Some extra shelving there. Things are being collected. That's good. Mining is happening. I mean, that project is going to be a distraction, but what a fun distraction. I suspect we'll probably have to build it outside of our borders. Unless I go and plan a wall expansion over here. A combat supplier. Okay. Well, we might be able to buy a few things from you. We don't have much in the way of silver. Because we recently bought some stuff, and we're using some of it for the flooring. But... oh, we currently have 0 silver. Never mind. I can't buy anything from you. Okay. Dead. Fresh. Okay, so they could be butchered. Wow, yeah, the space limitation is crazy. We're still using steel as fast as we can mine it. Although at least now we should be hopefully mining it slightly faster than we were. We have stuff in the research queue. Ooh. Making a Devil Strand Duster. Nice. And then, yeah, this trainee is going to pop out of here. Still sick, but hopefully they will be okay. I'm hoping that maybe the fact that they'll be a little older might make them a little bit better to absorb the illness as well. I bet you there are some things to destroy here. Just people have to get around to it. To help with our inventory capacity issues just a little bit. Base is certainly looking a lot cleaner. It helps that we do have 2 cleaners. Oh, I probably need a second charger. With 4 bots. Kind of suspect that might be the case. And that is going to eat even more steel. What would we need? Like a bulk goods caravan? I suppose we could always ask for caravans to come. We're not going to right now because we don't have silver. But I've asked for a bulk goods caravan. Then I think they might show up with some steel that we could buy. Well, let's haul those things in. Legendary Devil Strand Duster. Hello! Hello! Okay. I don't think anyone will wear it until it's in a storage. Which is a little awkward right now because, yeah, the lack of space. Here, I'll put a high priority haul on it so that as soon as there is some storage available. I think this is for organs. Which I guess I don't care about anymore. I'm going to do it this way. So you will link. Be part of our normal storage rules, please. And a masterwork human leather button-down shirt. Man, a leather button-down shirt sounds really uncomfortable to wear all the time, right? As opposed to like these cotton ones that we make. So shouldn't this room be powered by now? Oh, that's not connected. Okay, and then, or the back, or around. Yeah, okay. There's cables here, but no, not yet. Of course, we're using some of our steel for this flooring, too. Constant steel bottleneck. On a normal game, what I do is have the long-range scanner, go mine some steel off map, and that would be great. Oh, sorry, everyone should be back on their default policy. My bad. Oh, I think some of the food policies are changing. Hang on. I temporarily do this. Paste everyone raw over there. There we go. And then go back to default. Okay. Yeah, put on your more work-efficient clothes, please. And is that the Devil Strand Duster? The legendary Devil Strand Duster is being worn by product tester. Oh yeah, that is going to be really good armor. There we go. We finished gestating the other lifter, so we've got nothing else gestating over here, so we're also not using a little bit more steel. But that's going to be really handy for us. And, ooh, lifter 1 needs some power soon. You need clean sweep to get out of there shortly. Actually, if I recruit you and just do this, there you go. I can pull you off of that. That's something I never thought about for a little bit of micro. We're still going to want the second one, though. Got some visitors and a masterwork human leather backpack. Right, and our awesome construction. Now, have we been making these limestone blocks? No, so people aren't getting around. Well, now that we got 2 lifters, I'm definitely going to bring the hall down. This should help to generate more people working the craft, which will make more blocks. Man, we're just getting non-stop masterwork stuff now. Thank you for a little bit of silver. Oh, we got the IV. Okay, this room is enclosed now. So, I'm going to move the hospital beds over here. I'm going to officially deflag these as medical. Doesn't leave... Well, we can always toggle things back as we need to, but that's going to be the idea. 19 hours. I want to do the construction quest. I like the construction quests. And yeah, the meat run away is fine. I don't care about that at all. We've got 4,000 food right now. It's ridiculous. I think the roofing just came in. And the power connection is nearly there. Oh! Didn't realize I'd missed that spot there. Like, shouldn't this all be connected now? But yeah, that, and then that's just a redundancy. Yeah, metal's still coming in. That's still forbidden. That's still turned off. It'd be great if our guests just gifted us with this. And yeah, when we get some silver, we will try to maybe call in a bulk goods caravan. And hope to buy a bunch of steel. Toxin filtration. Cool. At least our leather never rots. I guess the idea, and we don't have like a tannery system, but I guess the idea is it is some tanned or processed leather. Go, a little more steel. More steel there. I mean, it gets used instantly. Now, let me cancel that. Hang on, I want this room set up a little bit faster than the second charger. And actually, you can keep charging for now, because I actually don't want these lifters to be synced up too much. Okay, this room has power, because I think that completed. This one's not quite done. So what we'll do... We have no light. So you have this cooler, but maybe I will get the overhead fans anyway, because they look kind of neat. And we'll provide some cooling. Is this... You know what? These positions are fine. Like that nicely. Yeah, no, that's decent. I could just do some wall lights here, but I really like the ceiling fans. They might be my favorite part of Dub's bad hygiene. More than the actual hygiene stuff. Okay, power is currently stable. We actually don't need to rush to get this up. Okay. Almost missed this. We're going to accept this now. Yeah, hopefully we've built, yes, some of the blocks. We didn't quite pre-build as much as I'd like, but so be it. Okay. Install. Well, actually, we can't fit it inside our existing area. That was unexpected, but I'll take it. I assume this one was just going to be much bigger than this. And yeah, we'll build... Actually, I guess we could just build most of it out of wood, couldn't we? I said blocks, but was it also wood? We're going to try to build as much as we can out of wood. We don't have a lot stored up right now, but we can chop down trees with ease. So, okay. Polished. Okay, that is a lot of labor. So that'll be made out of limestone. The table will be made out of wood. The sarcophagi out of wood. Doors, yep. Oh, right, it's this way. Walls will be made out of wood. Polished flooring. Okay, so everything's been assigned. We will make sure to define this as a no roof area. Still had a little bit of leftover from... What? Oh, that's ignore roof. My bad. Remove roof. Boom. Over here, so don't bother building the roof. It is going to be part of the home zone, which is correct. Okay, do that. So, I'm going to remove the bulk make limestone blocks. We are going to need a lot, but probably skimming. Although, I'll put the limestone blocks at the top. So they get made before these others. And yeah, tree chopping should happen automatically with the management thing, but I will go and preemptively give a little bit of a tree chop command to try to stay ahead. Okay, metal coming in. So our constructors are going to be a little bit busy over here. Some of this flooring is going to get replaced as well. Yeah, how much limestone do we need for each one of these? 12. Oh, man, that is a lot of limestone we need. Maybe I should have left in the bulk limestone job. We got 700 blocks right now. I feel like that's going to be nowhere near enough. Then damaged scyther blade. Excellent flax vest for 185 silver. Okay, silver's starting to come up, which is good. Again, I'll probably plan an order. I'm happy that we used a bunch for the sterile tiles. Like, no complaints on that. No complaints whatsoever. Hygiene bionics. Yeah, at some point we will just turn... Maybe I'll just turn these off now. You know what? I'll toggle the power off. That'll delay our need to build this that much more. Just make sure all the research is going over here, please. We're not restricted... No, to our wild areas. No. Except for our kiddos, our trainees, because they tend to like to do the nature run. That's the only reason I really limit the kids. I mean, they're more vulnerable to being attacked because their body can't handle being shot the same way. And they're not wearing flak vests and things like that. But the big reason is because they like to do nature running, and if they nature run to the edge of the map and then get attacked, that's no good. They linger at the edge of the map potentially too long, is the idea. Wow, the limestone floor is coming in a lot quicker than I thought. Get some level 7 construction. All right, nice to see those skill ups. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We're making these statues. Eventually we'll end with these stone statues and just start working on the wooden ones. And yeah, I think I will encourage more tree chopping, please. Again, the management desk should do it, but I want to make sure it's being done quickly enough to not be a delay here. Although we're nearly done with the wooden part of this construction. At least we're not making these big giant stone obelisks and stuff. Those use so much stone, but mostly they have huge like work time requirements. They tend to really bottleneck things. But this one I should actually go fairly smoothly. Level 16 intellectual for Dr. Tech Crafter. Way to go. Yeah, this is working over here. These are turned off. We're just hoping to find this a little quicker. And I'm still wondering about building another one of these because we're not that far off from some of these maybe expiring. I got another steel going, but I want to have at least 2 steels ready to go to replace our current thing. Deal maker? Stunningly good-looking stranger approaching the colony. Okay, this seems fine. Let's go talk to Gnarled with price point. Totally okay. Smoke leaf dependence. Stoner. Beautiful, joyous stoner with amazing shooting and social. Wait, and you already follow the RimMart Corporation. Who the heck are you? What event is this? A stunningly, I've never seen this, I don't think. Good-looking stranger stands in front of you. Her face beams with confidence as she opens her hand in a gesture of fellowship. She says she is here to make a deal and will help you in exchange for simple hospitality. I mean, this is what we do. This is her purpose, and she always fulfills her purpose. Gnarled is a bringer of joy and serenity, whose abilities go beyond mere charisma. She lifts spirits and inspires others by telling jokes and spreading blissful thoughts. She may be very useful, but you also sense of course we'll let you join. Product tester is pregnant. Huzzah. Just copying over some basics. I mean, yeah, we'll enable all these social jobs. And then, yeah, kind of sort of nothing. We could turn off some of the socializing for other people. But okay. This seems fine. Huh. I wonder what the catch is with you. Should we do a surgical inspection? I don't want to do that. Rest until heal. Well, it's rest until the operation happens. Is really what that command is in this particular case. No anomalies. Okay. So you're going to get a bad moodlet from... Oh, you didn't get a bad moodlet from being operated on. Interesting. All right. Underground steel. Nice. And some free plasteel. Don't mind if I do. Working on those limestone blocks. Oh, and more underground steel. Okay. You get them. There's a random chance, but then there's also a guaranteed find interval. So we probably got a guaranteed find followed by a random chance or something like that. Yeah, this is going very quickly. Limestone in both the block making and then the construction. Although it's the 25 work time isn't even that much. More underground steel. Okay. There are a number of idlers, but so be it. Yeah, everyone's on their default apparel rule, which is great. Oh. Quest available. Desperate refugees. Permission to stay. Work and fight for free during that time. I mean, how could I turn down free labor? We might have a little bit of a bedroom issue for a bit. There's a good number of unknown beds. It's 13, right? Lovers separated. Wait, oh. What? Oh! Your lover showed up. Oh. Okay. I'll tell you what then. First of all, let me just make sure concrete under there and there. And then we're going to do marble tiles for these rooms. Here and here. And yeah, we'll get this set up. In fact, it might be useful for the new visitors as well. So we'll plop a statue into one of these corners too. Okay. Do you have a lights? No, you do not. Furniture, wall lamp. Done, done, done. Inspired research. And one of these visitors also wants a body mod. Speaking of body mod, wow, this is an insane list over here again. Most of these people are temporary. Speaking of a body mod, we do have that architect eye. I guess what I kind of am thinking is let's look at say the person with the most shooting accuracy and give them an eye, but I mean, if they're already so accurate, should we give it to someone else? Let me check my list of if I'm going to keep people around. Price Point is one of the people that are going to migrate to a new base if we do that. So, oh, you need a kidney. Yeah, okay, we'll have to work on that. Okay, maybe I won't Architect Eye you yet. Oh, trainee's become a child. Oh, that's this trainee. Yes. There you go. We're going to go and copy one trainee schedule and put it over there and tell you to stay inside the walled area. Get the paste rule. And then for work, oh, this list is crazy. Copy, paste. Okay. I mean, we do have like various organ printing things. Like the tech. Synthetic nano printer, craft organs and complicated implants. Okay. We might have to offset some things here to fit them all. You do that, and then we'll get a bionics workbench right next to it. And I mean, at some point we could build a full fabrication bench, which is normally where we'd build some of the bionic parts, but I'm not sure that we need it this time. I think we have everything here built other than the full fabrication bench. And now we're getting these things. Not sure what other prosthetic parts we need, but yeah, maybe a few internal body parts. What I'll probably want, I'm going to go and unlock everything on the bottom or over here. Lots of outfits. This is still turned off right now, which I think is going to have to continue to be okay. Especially if I want to build this and these. Oh, that happened quick. Synthetic tissue. Replace damaged areas. Synthetic heart, lung. Okay. And this one... prosthetics. So what we need is a synthetic kidney. Well, let me just check. Is there more than one thing called kidney? No. Just this one. And it needs 15 plasteel and 4 advanced components. Okay. In theory, that should be okay. We'll do the kidney first, just so we get maximum blood filtration before we do an operation. I haven't tweaked the work priorities of the people who are temporarily because it sounds annoying to do. And they do default to having stuff they're skilled for enabled, so it's probably fine. Lovers separated. So dock value and your lover. You're going to be assigned over here. Dock value. And, oh, this person's ideology forbids you. Oh, that's annoying. So what we actually want is we're going to want dock value. And who's your lover again? Sorry. Snooderson. We're going to put that here. Because what that should do, because you share a barracks. Oh, no, that won't. Okay. Yeah, that is annoying. So you're upset because you want to sleep with your lover, because your ideology supports it, but Snooderson's does not. Any chance we could just happen to flip you really easy? No, you're actually really hard to convert. Well, we did our best. Ooh, Gnarl's claiming this bed. They feel very, very important with their stuff. What's your genetic stuff? Are you just a baseliner too? Okay. Still a weird name. I think they're Gnarled, given the story of your character, but who am I to judge? So hopefully with this, we still have... Must be completed within 35 days. That is a very long time, but making all these blocks is a lot of work. How's our wealth? Just needs a little bit more. And again, we could very quickly force it through. Although, honestly, grinding out some of these statues is going to be part of that process. This is all counting towards our wealth, too. Making extra blocks is going to count towards it. I guess what I could do is I could maybe put some hull on these limestone chunks. Well, let's not encroach on the telescope too much. We'll expand this. Okay, synthetic kidney is done. So, is it price point? Yep. Kidney. Oh yeah, that's right. The search doesn't work for this for some reason. It's very annoying. Install kidney, right kidney. Right kidney destroyed, install right kidney. Perfect. And then while we're at it, we will install... Apparently we have a power cloth sitting... Oh, that's right, we do. The architect eye. I don't think I really care which eye. but that'll be the queue. Price point. Yeah, surgery uses best medicine possibly allowed. So you should use the Glitter World. If we have any, we don't. So you'll use industrial. But hey, at least we have a really good hospital set up for that. It's being kept relatively clean. Yeah, it's got some sterility to it. Price point is there, waiting for an operation. Okay. Get your kidney back first, then put in an eye while you're under, so you don't have to go under anesthesia twice. Okay, we're still good on power, especially with the research turned off. Try not to queue up any more construction, maybe, so the focus will be here. Hopefully lots of block making being done at the same time. Oh, we got a bit of a botch with some of our visitors, but yeah, that's gonna have to be okay. I'm not gonna micro their roles. What was that? Oh, toxic waste packs. Hang on, I want to go and critic stockpile zone over here. Clear critical waste packs. So we're not refrigerating them, and we're not flinging them into orbit right now. So we'll just try to keep it out of our way. Okay, cots over here. Your construction skill, I mean, isn't the worst. It's, you know, it's fine. The waste is a little annoying because we're having to make more blocks to do it, but I guess it's okay. Yeah, there we go. Take those waste packs away, please. Masterwork, human leather duster. Okay. Security chief just sleeping out there. Wow. Well, I feel bad about that, but I don't know if I'm going to rush to make any more beds. Well, I guess, you know what? Let's go and stop that from being for guests. Masterwork, steel hospital bed. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Price point? There you go. You're no longer missing a kidney, and you have an architect eye. Wonderful. Night vision. Nguyen, or Nguyen, has become overwhelmed with horrible visions. So I know Nguyen is actually supposed to be pronounced Win. It's Vietnamese, right? But the problem is I actually worked with someone who insisted that their name is pronounced Nguyen. So I will forever be screwed up for life about that. Price point has confused. Oh, anesthesia. Well, you know, that's fine. You are woozy. I get it. That's totally groovy, my friend. Serb Split, elite expectations, but you're pretty happy. Magnificent city. Oh, look at that. And with our restriction of not, you know, having our ideology where we don't want to travel, does cause some issues, because I think they get a -20 when people have traveled. They're very unhappy about that, but currently they're very happy to be in this glorious structure. I suppose if we were to sell this Architect Nexus and set up somewhere else, we'd start with some pretty bad moods from having moved in the first place. Maybe that's an incentive to not continue. I love the spray. This is really nice from the Bad Hygiene. It looks really lovely. And yeah, we're definitely got plenty of water in our reservoirs now, so that's not an issue. That's still constructing very nicely. Do I want to unsuspend this right now? Actually, I think I'm going to prioritize getting these up with our steel first. Oh, there's a legendary that I ticked away at. Legendary Chef's Toque. Okay. We'd rather legendary Devil Strand Dusters as our primary. But this is fine. Oh, Welder wanted legendary gear. They had an aspiration for it. Haha. Oh, social fight. Habilis, were you yelling at this person for constantly failing to build a floor? Because that's legit. All right, we got some visitors. Royal Tribute Collector, which we're going to ignore. KitchenAid scheduled. You just got woken up, so you're not sleeping at night. Oh, I do still think I want a second one of these, so we can charge 2 of our ribbits at the same time. That's going to eat more steel, but that's okay. All right. How much silver are we packing right now? Maybe once we get to 1,000, we'll call for a bulk goods caravan. Actually, we're darn close. I guess some people are buying things. Oh, you bought a marble statue. Well, that's cool. That is super cool. Another chef's toque. Okay. Oh, some of our guests might be... No, they're... don't know, they're definitely grabbing stuff. Hang on a second. Oh no, unchangeable. And normally they can't grab clothing of yours. I'm wondering if they're managing to do it because maybe of outfitted or something like that. They're still complaining about 13 tattered apparel, so I don't know, maybe not. Maybe those are all just toques and things. Yeah, alright, maybe they're not grabbing any of my clothes. Because my assumption was if we're making these chef's toques, it's because these guys are equipping them, but I guess I don't see that happening. Siege! Alright. That's fine. He said with tremendous certainty. Yeah, we'll just put some poople in the mortar again. And just looking for those high shooting skills. Because it reduces inaccuracy a little bit. We only have 3 mortars. We have a decent amount of shells. I mean, we could just also just run people out there. Was that the artillery? Isn't that fire, like, off map? I don't know. Hopefully we'll get some early whacks. Someone is coming over here, right? Yeah, major, minor. There you go. Oh, I don't like nutrient paste, but too bad. You're gonna eat it anyway. Yeah, get everyone in their military clothing ahead of time. Although the 3 people running the mortars are not gonna have changed currently. Come on, hit him faster. You could target the mortar, but... I mean, it doesn't really matter. We just need to damage them enough. Whoa! Something exploded and triggered the fire foam. So yeah, they're going to fire at us. Is that like an incendiary shell? Just please don't hit this. And the answer is, yes, that is an incendiary shell. Hopefully, yeah. Put out that fire quickly. Don't burn that legendary duster. Are these not being worked? Where are people that were set to this? Playing poker. What? And changing clothes. No, just keep freaking shooting. Oh my god. Well, you know what? Maybe it was good there was no one standing there right that second. Ah, there we go. They're assaulting the colony. Might still take a hit here. Oh, this one's still working the mortar? Actually, well, ideally, I'd like to keep this intact. Okay, there you go. You're moving. All right. Y'all there. And you guys just have clubs and stuff. You know what? I kind of don't mind if you die. I'm going to get you in position just behind to be ready to move forward. Yeah, otherwise, everyone go to sort of an indoor kind of... Oh. All right, I'm happy you guys didn't die. That last random mortar shot. Jeez. And yeah, not a breach rate or anything. Hopefully no one with a really dangerous weapon. No, the flamethrower stuff might be the most annoying. Well, traps, I mean, the wooden traps aren't going to do much against anyone with armor. Be great if these guys engage. If they left through here, they might actually get into a little bit of a tangle. No, let's do this. And actually, let's use... Pop smoke, no. Let's use our combat command. Because there's a lot of dudes, and they're armored and armed. And it might be a little freaky. I move these guys out of the combat command, which is not ideal. Charge this one. Oh, there we go. They're running away. People are doing some shopping. Want to engage with those guys, please. And you guys just release. Oh, these guys are shooting. Actually shooting a friendly. All right, let's reset everyone, and we can... I think you can run free again, except of course for my trainees who have to stay in the walled area and the walled area over there. And let's... Oh, unwavering loyalty. Strip and... Oh, you don't have the skill to be finishing anyone off. We'll just tag it. I don't think there's anyone else alive there. Oh, there's you. And you. And this is going to be claimed and then reinstall at there. Okay. Cloth apron, 55% hit points. No, that's great to get rid of, actually. And, oh, then I can set a deconstruct on everything else that's over here. I don't want to deconstruct the mortar because I want to maintain it. Actually, there's mortar barrel over here. Yeah, that's great. There you go. Thank you for buying even more things. And with that in mind, medical emergency. Oh, okay, that's fine. What price point? Why are you so cranky? Oh, malnourished. Okay, you're eating your nutrient-based meal. That's good. Drowsy. Oh, and hold on. Sorry. We're going to set everyone back to their default policies here. Price point. Just going to get you to come over here. Call this ally. We're going to request a trade caravan. Bulk goods trader. Thanks. We would love to buy some of your steel. We've got some extra money. Oh, not even all of it has been collected over here. So yeah, we definitely have over 1,000, which will allow us to buy a fairly decent amount of stuff. We might be smelting down some more of this garbage here too, so that might be helpful. How are we doing? Okay, that hasn't been connected yet. I hate that we... Well, I actually could go and add more storage space over here now that I think about it. There is... Like, it encroaches the line a little bit, but perhaps in a way that's not too much of a problem. So, oh, I guess we need to put our decals down. So that'll be B5. What is it? Furniture, build props, decals, B. There. And 5. There. So yeah, it looks a little crowded and not exactly what I would like, but it's fine. Although that is going to use more limestone. Which is still a little bit of a limiter here, but I guess it's going to have to be the way it's going to have to be. You are burninating some stuff, which is going to free up a little bit of storage. All the tainted stuff and anything with really low hit points. Or very low quality. There's a little bit of storage space, I guess. It doesn't help that we are maintaining two full sets of outfits for everyone. Maybe it'd be better to have, like, little shelves in their room. We couldn't assign their clothing to it. We could make a barracks and put, like, make our super high priority, like, high quality military gear be here so they can equip sort of on their way to the front. That might be kind of nice. We are rebuilding these traps, but I think that's still wise. Did this get moved? Oh, it did get moved. Lovely. Legendary human leather backpack. All right. Well, I don't think that's going to store more goods or anything, but it's still kind of nifty. Oh, I never did go and set the rules for the shells over here. Luckily, we've only had high explosive shells up until now. But we might have, of course, gotten some incendiary ones or something like that, so let's make sure these are forced to be high explosives. No random EMPs when it doesn't make sense. Sure, rebuild those traps too. That's okay. You're waiting for... Oh, you're just waiting for some construction time. All right. Not going to be in a rush, I think, to build the rest of the hospital beds. This trainee, oh, is this the one? You were the one with the childhood illness, which is almost completely faded away. Good. Bought a simple helmet for 73 silver. Yeah, lots of money. Yeah, please make blocks as quickly as possible. Who's got the critical breakaways? Oh, that's one of our visitors. Serious pain. Oh, you're unhappy that you're wielding a weapon. You know what? So ideologically, these guys all complain about that. Oh, I can't give you a weapons loadout. But I can make you happier that you're not wielding a weapon. Okay, without a table. Well, that's not really my problem. We have a very nice dining table over here. Admittedly, we have a lot of people now. It might be hard to fit everyone in there simultaneously, but they don't tend, even though they have a synced up recreation, although I suppose the visitors don't because they don't have a forced recreation thing. I find it hard to believe that all these will be occupied. Oh my god, am I 51 minutes into this episode? God damn it, Quill. This is clearly an episode that caught my attention. Holy cow! Wow! It was actually a lot of fun. Do we need more sewage processing? We probably do, and I suspect at this point we've probably unlocked better water treatment over here. Oh, right, that'll filter the germs. Actually, that's a good idea. I'll put that down over here. But then septic tank. Maybe I didn't get the bigger water processing thing. You know what? I think I don't care. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and build a couple more of these. So they will go and process more of the sewage. And it's fine that some of it gets removed because we do make chem fuel out of it, but we clearly have way more fecal sludge than we need. Which is a funny thing to say. It doesn't decay outside on its own or anything. And then, yeah, we're bringing our waste packs over here from having our mech charges go. Still waiting on steel, generally speaking, but not too bad. Oh, hold on. So before we go, I'm going to deconstruct this here. And these guys are going to be set. Let's set it to like minus 29. It's going to use more power, but it's going to keep a better temperature buffer. These rooms might get a little bit of cold, so be it. I guess we're never going to get around to setting up the prisoner barracks on this run. I think that's fine. It's a little bit more secure anyway. Although we could have given them bathroom facilities and their own nutrient paste dispenser. All right, we're going to put a cut in here because, yes, this is a very long video. Thanks a lot for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.